Hey everybody, just a quick video. I'm at work right now. Been at work since 8 o'clock. Be here till after midnight. Um, we were able to reschedule that procedure for the 31st. I got many more coming. I got a lot going on with my health. But so just keep me in your prayers. Other than that, still got to work in between appointments and as much as I can. Um, it's 2024 and there's going to be a lot going on in the world. But one thing, that I know I need to do is I got to stop dwelling on the past and worrying about people, places, and things from my past and good times in the past and, who I used to be and my family and all that. There's certain people that have treated you wrong and weren't there for you when you needed them and did horrible things, and you know what? You love them and you forgive them, you pray for them, but you don't need to make them part of your future and bring them into your future. You got to leave them in the past. You got to cut the cord. And I've decided this year that it's 2024, it's a new year, and we got a lot to worry about coming up, folks. A lot in these end times. You got to cut off any loose ends or any toxic people. Remove them from your life. You need to make sure that you can focus on getting yourself to heaven and figuring out, spending more time with God and figuring out what He wants you to do with your life, whether get married or be single or have a religious vocation or whatever, right? And you need to be able to deal with the challenges that come our way. And so I suggest you start doing what I'm going to do. If there's anyone in your life, friend or foe or family, it doesn't matter, that is causing you stress, anxiety, using you, leeching off of you, being selfish or narcissistic, inconsiderate, has a me first personality, basically behaving not like a Christian, you need to cut him off and get rid of him. And that's what I'm doing, because there are literally certain people in my life that literally I'm getting so overwhelmed now with health issues and financial issues and just all kinds of stuff and spiritual issues and world issues. And there's certain people now that they literally cause anxiety. And just the very thought of them or their very presence gives me heart palpitations and pressure in my chest and anxiety. And I feel like a caged bird with clipped wings who can't even be themselves. So I'm getting rid of these people. If you stifle me, if you, cause me any more stress or aggravation, if you use me or abuse me in any way, I can forgive you and love you from a distance, and I'll pray for you, but you can't be around me anymore. You can't come over my house. You're not going to be in my social circle. I'm cleaning house. Literally. I'm going to surround myself only, and I don't care if I have 2 friends left on Facebook, and 1 person or nobody in my life, in my social life. I would rather be alone with Jesus than have fake friends or needy leech friends or locusts, I call them, that just make your life worse. Like, for example, I have somebody that I'm getting rid of in my life I've known for over 8 years, and I've tried and to forgive and give chance after chance after chance, and I won't mention her name. It's not Donna. But after a lot of prayer and thoughts and talking to therapists and other people, I got to cut this person out of my life for my own good. They're making me sick. This person has plenty of money of their own in their savings account, and it makes a lot more money than I do. They're healthy. They have their own place. They have like a job or 2. They make way more money than I do. I only make $200 most of the time a week, sometimes 3. It's not enough in this economy, and I have a lot of bills. I've got a lot of serious health issues, and this person is just very inconsiderate. And so they mooch off of me and Donna. They want to use our laundry machine and break it, and because they don't want to go and spend money at the laundromat. Meanwhile, Donna and I have had to spend $50 every week on our laundry for years, and then we finally get a machine. And now somebody wants to come over and do 6 loads of laundry every weekend, and it's like, they just push and leech and mooch and eat your food and open up new food. You know, if something's already opened and they want to help themselves to something in your fridge or whatever, they open up a new one. And because they don't want something that's already been opened, and it's just like they don't even ask, they just take over your house. What the hell? And so, yeah, this person's got to go. They keep doing this. They've been doing this to me every time I have a hotel room. They never pay. They take over, use all the towels, shampoo, everything, and leave me with nothing. Never even pay for their share. Make me go to bed early when they want to go to bed and get up when all this stuff. Like, just, I'm not putting up with anyone. How about I change? Let me just change what I'm trying to say. I'm me. And I got to answer to the Lord. Okay? As it is. I am not going to change for you. My bedtime, what I eat, what I listen to on the radio, what I watch on TV. I don't even watch TV, but like what movies I watch or what. Who are you to judge? Like, I'm not going to let someone come here and look down their nose at me and tell me they're holier than me and judge me and Donna and take over our house and use us and make us pay for everything and, you know, just leech. And meanwhile, they're frugal and they have plenty of money to be charitable and should be helping us and be paying for us. But instead, take what little I have from me. A sick man, a man who's very sick, a lot of health issues, disabilities, very poor, and you take advantage of that? This girl has been taking advantage of me for years, even though I'm poor and I'm not well, and has no empathy and doesn't think twice about it, doesn't even realize, apparently. I have a sister like that. Her name's Teresa, and I don't need to see her ever again either. She's done that to me my whole life. My family, the more I think about it, I have to forgive them. I do forgive them. But the more and more I think about what they've done to me over the years and how they've treated me so double standard, so self-centered, so ungodly, unnecessarily evil, so narcissistically, just all about themselves and only caring about themselves and putting themselves first and taking what little I have. Like when I had a lawsuit, I got a car accident, snapped my neck, and had a 2-year lawsuit, and I needed that money to fix my home and to survive and to pay off bills. And my sister kept coming and demanding I gave her over $6,000 or more. Like, she already had $100,000 a year job, her own brand new cars, home, all that stuff. And yet she still took from her younger brother, who was already handicapped, sick, going through surgeries, and had nothing and was living in a rundown. And when I say rundown, it was rats and you could see outside the trailer, okay? And she still took whatever I had, okay? Just nagged me and told me, she even told me, oh, well, you should pay me back for every Christmas gift and every birthday gift I've ever spent on you. Your whole life. Like, I'm not joking. This is what my own sister said. And she meant it. And I'm like, you already know that I'm dirt poor and sick and have no family and no nothing. I'm living in this rundown trailer. I can't even support myself or pay my bills. And you took my money from me, from my lawsuit. Okay? You've prevented me from getting jobs at the same business that you worked at. Jobs that I needed and got fair and square. You had them fire me so I couldn't work with the same place you worked. I don't want to keep going over it. My family has done all of them, except for my dad. My dad and my grandmother were the only ones that haven't done something really nasty, cold-hearted and underhanded to me, only making my life more miserable and harder so that I could not survive. And if it wasn't for Jesus and my faith, I would not have made it. And yes, the charity of others. And now I find that every time there's a friend or a girl comes into my life, they do the same thing. Is everybody turning into a godless narcissist? Kicking people while they're down, oppressing the poor? Let me tell you something. This female friend that I'm unfriending now, she's been oppressing me for 8 years in many ways. Do you know that there's 3 sins that cry out to God for vengeance? Abortion, homosexuality, and oppressing the poor. When you know that someone's already poorer than you, you should be helping them, not still demanding that they pay for everything and take care of you. Okay? I am I'm practically disabled. I have all these health issues. I'm in a lot of pain all the time. I have no money. I'm barely surviving. And this girl, claiming to be a Catholic and a friend, does nothing but just take advantage of that and come in and take over me and Donna's house and mooch off of us and eat our food and open up our groceries and make us pay for everything and never contributes a dime. And just the things that she did to Donna when I was in the hospital was just, I'm not even going to get into it. It was horrendous. Like, she literally left Donna in the lobby with a bunch of sick people for hours and didn't let her come in the room with me. And then when Donna needed to use the bathroom, I asked her to bring Donna to the bathroom because Donna was in a wheelchair and Donna didn't have a way to walk and she didn't have her cane or anything with her. And so this girl goes into the bathroom first. And then Donna had to go really bad. And she goes in there first, takes care of herself, and then leaves Donna there outside by herself. And Donna had to have someone else help her into the bathroom. I'm stuck in a hospital bed. The same person crawls up into my hospital bed because she's tired. Now, meanwhile, she got like 4 hours of sleep that night. I didn't get any sleep before my surgery. I was exhausted, sick, and a lot of pain, scared in the cardiac unit. And this girl pushes me out of my own hospital bed and takes a nap in my hospital bed. I mean, no, doesn't even think twice of helping herself or doing whatever she wants, as long as she's happy, she's comfortable, she gets what she wants. When we were on a trip once, she drank all the water I brought. I brought enough water for the week because I need a lot for my kidneys. I have kidney failure and I needed water. She drank all of my water that I brought when she had a huge Poland Spring jug in the back of her car. Drank all mine and left me with nothing, dehydrated when I had meds to take and everything. And then when I was in the hotel room with her, I said, I really need something to drink. You know what she does? She goes, oh, you can have some of mine. And she pours most of it out for herself and fills her own jug and left me with literally this much to get me through the night on 8 different medications. It wasn't even enough. It could have killed me. I was dehydrated. And this witch of a girl, supposedly Catholic, Christian, friend, did that to me and didn't think twice. Sociopathic, narcissistic witch. Okay, and I keep letting this girl back into my life because I'm trying to be nice to her and help her, and she burned bridges with all the priests and all her friends, and so now she only has me and Donna, and she keeps going to my church now, and she became friends with my priest and made him her spiritual director. And so it's like I can't get away from her. But then it's like she weasels her way in, and now it's like she wants to do laundry over her house all the time. Go do your own laundry somewhere else like we have to, like everybody else. Now my machine's broken, and she ain't gonna fix it. She owes me like thousands of dollars for hotel rooms and dinners and gas and food and whatever I'll never see a dime of. In other words, I'm putting my foot down, not just with her. She's number one. She's going. She's gone. Today, she's gone. I'm done with you. I don't care. If you show up at my house, I'll call the police. Don't even talk to me at church. I am done. You are the devil in disguise. You are no Christian. Christians are charitable, selfless, self-giving, sacrificing. They'll give the shirt off their back. This girl will take your shirt off her back. She even asked me, when she knows I have spinal injuries and need surgery, to give her my bedroom and make me sleep on the uncomfortable couch. When she came over our house to spend the weekend and sleep on the couch. I mean, hello? I said, hell no, I need my special mattress. I'm in a lot of pain. When we were in a hotel room over this, in the spring, she practically kidnapped me and drove me to Maine. And she knew I wasn't feeling well. I was very tired and sick. I had she put the air conditioner blowing on me all night and hogged all the blankets. I was freezing. And she wouldn't shut it off. I kept begging her to shut it off. She did the same thing in the car all the way to Maine and all the way back. 8 hours there, 8 hours back. I got sick with pneumonia that week, okay? I'm trying to be a Christian because there's a lot of things. I want to swear right now. I want to scream and swear and call her all sorts of evil things. But being a Christian, I can't say it. Oh, Lord have mercy. But I have to go back to confession now because I did call and leave her a voicemail tonight. And she's lucky my phone died in the middle of it because I didn't even get a chance to. And I've been putting it off what I wanted to tell her. And I just called her on the way to work tonight to leave her a message because I'm like, this has to stop. And I wasn't even going to tell her why I don't want her in my life anymore and not to come over anymore and don't call me anymore. But it just came out and I just started listing off and I didn't even get through nearly half the list of infractions and things she's been doing for a long time now that are really upset. Like, can you imagine a friend who just shows up, comes into your house, turns off your TV or your radio. Oh no, I'm not listening to that. Goes in your car, right? You're listening to something on the radio. Everybody enjoys it except her, and she turns off the radio or changes the channel and puts on what she wants to hear. Okay, even when you tell her, hello, it's my car and I was listening to that. Okay, bosses you around, dictates what you're going to eat, when you're going to eat, what restaurant we're going to go to, what you're going to listen to, what you can and can't listen to on the radio, what movies you can and cannot watch. If you're watching something in your own home, she comes over and turns it off and changes it to something else in the middle of the movie while you and the person, your roommate, are in the middle of watching a movie, okay, because she doesn't approve of it. Even though it's nothing bad, there's no nudity or anything. Yeah. Goes in, helps herself to your food, and opens up brand new food and everything, without even asking you. Just helps herself to everything. Goes in, takes a shower, and decides she's going to open up go under your cabinet and open up brand new shampoo bottles and stuff that you bought for yourself when you already have new ones in there that you are opened because you just opened them yourself, and helps herself to sheets, blankets, towels, whatever, and leaves a mess everywhere she goes, puts her stuff in every corner of the house, a toothbrush on this counter, a brush over here, a backpack over here, shoes over here, flip-flops in the shower, and just all over the place, like literally moves in, like it's a hotel or like she lives there, everywhere she goes. As soon as you change your sheets, she goes and lays on them. I mean, before you get a chance to even lay on them, she's already laying on them. Locks your dog up and tells you keep your dog away from her, and she doesn't want the dog. You're not allowed to have the dog on your lap while she's over because she doesn't want the dog near her, even though the dog has a run of the house when she's not there. It's his house. Makes you change the dog pads even though they're pretty clean or there's just a little pee on it because the dog pees and poops on a pad in the house. He's being trained. Oh, I don't want that there. Oh, it smells. Oh, this. I'm like, I just changed it. Those pads are very expensive. There's no poop on it or anything. Oh, no, can you just change it again? I mean, makes you make food, okay, and then doesn't eat it and wastes plate after plate, okay? Never finishes the food that you had to pay for and that you had to cook. Okay, I mean, the list goes on and on. Inconsiderate, cold-hearted, no empathy, no sympathy, sociopathic, narcissistic, selfish, will leave you high and dry. I'm at the hospital, just got out of the ER, starving because I haven't eaten since before midnight the day before, and neither had Donna, and goes in and had already gone and gotten breakfast and stuff and lunch or whatever for herself. Okay, now it's my turn to eat. Leaves me in a busy, cafeteria, pushing Donna in the wheelchair with my bad back. There's no trays for the food, so I'm trying to get Donna her food and drink and stuff and then get a table for her and pay for all this while pushing her with one hand in a wheelchair and carrying her food and everything in the other hand. Julie could have helped me with this, but she didn't. Okay? She was nowhere to be found because she's getting herself stuff. Then I finally have to ask someone if we can have their table, and they gave us their table because there was nowhere for us to sit. And I finally get Donna situated. I sit her up at the table. There's one seat for me. I put my bag and stuff down, and one seat for her. I go to get my stuff. Okay? I come back. This girl's sitting in my seat. Okay? And doesn't even make room for me or get a chair for me or anything. I have nowhere to put my stuff down. I got my hands full. So now I got to put this stuff down, and now I have no room to eat, and I have to go get a chair from across the way. She's just sitting there just eating her salad, okay? Then she gets up and leaves me, and I have to push Donna up a huge ramp in a busy cafeteria with all this stuff in my hands and try to push Donna with a bad back as she takes off, okay? I mean, there's just how many things. Like, just constantly walking ahead. Then Donna needed to use the bathroom really bad. So I asked her, can you please bring Donna to the bathroom? She goes into the bathroom herself and then leaves Donna outside in the hallway by herself. No way to get out of the wheelchair or get into the bathroom. And takes off. I mean, I can go on and on and on, and I want to smash this phone. I'm so angry the more I think about it. And God help me, because I got to go back to confession now, but I am tired of this. I am tired of being taken advantage of by people, including people in church, who claim to be Catholics. I am sick and tired of my family abusing me and taking advantage of me and making my life more of a living hell than it already was. And so, you know what? I'm glad. God made it clear to me the other day. You should thank me. I removed your family. I put it on their heart to do what they did to you because you would never leave them. And I set you apart from them so that you can be all mine. Okay? So that you can focus on what I want you to do and draw closer to me. They didn't appreciate you or your faith. They would not come to me as you did, so they had to go. You need to learn, Stephen, to put your foot down. Okay? There's a time to be loving and merciful and charitable, but you are meek and humble, but not weak and not a doormat. Wrong is wrong. And you don't let people walk all over you like that. You need to get rid of them from your life. They're toxic. They're not sent by me. They're sent by the devil. So, with all that said, I suggest you all start figuring out who needs to go in your life, because we're in the end times and we need to make sure that we get to heaven. And if there's anyone that's bringing you to anger, to sin, to wrath, to unforgiveness, they're toxic. They need to get out of your life. If they're making you feel stressed and anxious, if they're using and abusing you in any way, mentally, physically, spiritually, okay, verbally, if they're extorting you in any way, like this girl does to me and Donna and everybody, which is why nobody wants to deal with her anymore. If they're selfish and self-centered, that is not Christ-like. Christ is selfless. Not selfish or self-centered. He's selfless and God-centered. And we need to be like Jesus, selfless and God-centered, which means you can often be taken advantage of, like I am all the time, if you're not careful. So you must realize that just because somebody's wearing a veil at Mass and they're Catholic and whatever, that doesn't mean that they're real. Look, even the devil masquerades as an angel of light and often will take the form of Jesus or his mother and trick you. Okay? So not everybody is sent by God into your life. Most of the time, the devil will send someone who looks like a Catholic and they go to church with you and all that stuff. But you'll know them by their fruit. Pay attention to the red flags. This girl is nothing but rotten fruit all the time for 8 years now. Red flag after red flag after, and I am an idiot. I just keep letting her do this. I keep forgiving her, making peace with her, rekindling the friendship, and letting her come back into my life to use and take advantage of me even more. And I know that if she's the kind of person that if I don't let her have her way, hell hath no fury. She will be vicious and turn everybody against me, and she'll never take responsibility. She'll never admit she was wrong. She'll say that she doesn't know what you're talking about. She'll turn it all around on you. She'll become your worst nightmare. Well, bring it on, biatch. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Bring it on, bitch. Okay? God forgive me, but that's where I'm at with you. You do one thing. You slander me at all. You cause any more suffering or trouble for me or Donna, and I promise you, God will deal with you. I suggest you get out of Connecticut and go back down south where you came from. Go wrangle some gators. Go hang out with the rest of the lizards and reptiles. The other cold-blooded creatures like yourself. But don't come around me or Donna ever again. I don't want to hear an apology this time. I forgive you, I'm telling you right now, but do not talk to me anymore. Not even in church. Stay away from me. Or I'll get a restraining order from you. I mean it. I'm done with you. I've given you so many chances. So many. Every time I even think about you, or your face pops into my mind, I have anxiety attacks. I'm done with you. I have a lot of health issues I need to address. I've got surgeries coming up. I don't need you in my life making things. You're not there to help me. You never do what you say you're going to do. You've never helped me. Every time you come over, all you've done is disrupt my life, waste my time off, use up all my time, make my poor dog and Donna miserable, take over the house, control everything, cause stress, anxiety, mess in the house that I keep very clean. You know, you're a slob and a pack rat. You put your stuff all over the place. You don't do that. You don't come over someone else's house and as a guest and start helping yourself to things and making a mess everywhere and putting your stuff on every surface and every counter and every room. How dare you? You don't bring in all your stuff. You don't bring in luggage. This ain't a vacation and laundry and all this stuff all the time. What is wrong with you? And what do you expect us to say when you show up with 6 things of laundry? Say, oh, do you mind? We're trying to be good Catholic Christians and good hosts, but you put us in a situation where you know that we don't want you doing it. You know that. You know it's wrong and conniving and selfish of you and very inconsiderate. But what do you expect us to say to you? So I'm not going to let you guilt me into it anymore. Don't talk to me. Don't call me. Get off my Facebook. Get out of my life. Don't ever show up at our mobile home again. Don't talk to me in church. I'm telling you, stay away from me. If you watch this video, get thee behind me, Satan, because that's what you really are, the devil in disguise. And I'm convinced of it now. And I tried to, the other night when you left my house, was it Sunday night or whatever? Saturday night? Monday night. I was trying nicely, and I didn't say as much as I wanted to. I tried to nicely approach you on these things, but you just said, oh, well, everybody's got problems. You have problems. I have problems. You tried to turn around on me in that narcissistic way, and then you left. And I was infuriated. Like, I just couldn't wait till you drove off. And I was like, oh, I was gritting my teeth. Like, if I wasn't so tired and sick and just out of the hospital, I would have probably blown up on you at the hospital or as soon as we got home. And then, on the way home from the hospital, I do you a favor to try to get you some clothes for church, and I bring you and Donna to Goodwill. I said, please, just quickly. I'm not feeling well. I got to get home and rest. And you spent over 3 hours in that store making me run around, pick out clothes for you, which you didn't choose any of, by the way. One dress. Wasted 3 hours of my time. Then you wanted me to take you to go look at kittens. Kittens, like that's the last thing you need. You don't even take care of yourself or anybody. You take care of an animal. And wasted an hour in the pet store looking at puppies and kittens. And then you dare to play with a dog that's just like my dog, but you treat my dog like it's garbage and I don't want to touch it. I don't want his hair on me. I'm allergic to, and then you're playing with a dog at the pet store, letting him crawl all over you. Double standard witch. Okay? Meanwhile, I just got out of the hospital and you were very inconsiderate that I should be home resting. And then, when you first moved up here a couple years ago, we let you spend a week in our trailer so that until you got an apartment. And you abused that privilege. And I had to kick you out at 11 o'clock at night when you told me that you hated me and Donna and started ripping apart how we live, what we eat, just being very evil. So I kicked you out. Okay? You cost us a lot of money. You made us pay for dinners and gas and everything. I had just gotten out of the hospital the day before you showed up at my house. I was in the hospital for a heart attack. And I told you, now's not a good time to stay here because I took a week off from work because I need to bed rest, okay? I'm not well and I need to rest. I had a heart attack and I just got out of the hospital and I'm supposed to be in bed resting. And you witch, oh, well, you're supposed to let me stay there because I'm moving up and where am I going to go and get a hotel? Oh, well, you said I could stay on your couch and you made me drive your butt all over the place while you're going from place to place looking for apartments and jobs. And I kept telling you, I don't feel well. I'm supposed to be resting. I took time off from work. I need to be in bed. I'm not well. I can have another heart attack. And you didn't care. You kept me out with you for 8 hours that day, driving all over the state, being selfish and inconsiderate. Then you said, oh, I'll buy you a coffee and a donut, and made me pay for yours and mine. Okay, listen, I can go on and on about you. How many times am I going to put my hand on a hot stove before I realize it burns? Before I stop doing the stupid thing? You are a hot stove, and I'm not touching you again. Get out of my life. I don't care if you're a Catholic or not. I don't care if your mother just died. I don't care anymore. I've been nothing but nice to you, so has Donna. How dare you take advantage of everyone, including our parish priest now, who you're driving insane, by the way, who doesn't even want anything to do with you anymore either. Just like every other priest, you have like 20-something priests all up the East Coast that you have befriended and then reported to the bishops and gotten in trouble and found fault with. You accuser of the brethren, you are a demon. You are a demon. And nobody's picking up on this or telling you this, or maybe they don't dare tell you. You're tangled with the wrong person now, because I don't have a filter. I will tell you. I will call you out on what I see. You are a devil in disguise. Thou shalt not judge God's priests. So you need to mind your business. Oh, Father Turner shouldn't be eating out all the time. He's always spending too much money. He's got an expensive house and an expensive car. He goes on vacation twice a year paid. He should be taking a vow of poverty. No, he's a diocesan priest. They get paid. They don't have to. Oh, well, diocesan priests go to hell, like John Vianney said, because they live like the world, and he's too worldly, and he likes to go out to lavish dinners all the time and spend a lot of money. Mind your own effing business, girl. That's none of your business to be judging your priest and confessor and spiritual director like that. Does he know? He will know, because I'm going to tell him tomorrow. All the times that you talk about him behind his back. That is my priest, my confessor, my spiritual director for many years, and my friend. Okay? He's the best priest I've ever met to date. And he's the best one we've ever had at that parish. Okay? And he's the best one this entire diocese has ever had and ever will. And you're going to come up here from Valdosta, Georgia, and start messing things up? Over my dead body, witch. So I'm telling you right now, shut your mouth and keep people's names out of your mouth. You are not a Catholic. You are not even a Christian. You don't read the Bible with me, or pray with me, or do anything. You don't even say grace. You are a disgrace. You're a liar. You put a stupid dress or skirt on top. You dress like a man and a lesbian all the time. I think you are one. Okay? You talk to several guys at a time while you're dating one, which is wrong. Everything about you, oh, well, I gotta find the right one for me. Well, what about the hearts you're breaking and the men that you're wasting their time and using and abusing while you're still shopping around for the right one so you can replace them when you find a better one and trade them in like a used car? What is wrong with you? Is there anything good about you? You're not even decent looking. I hate to say it, but you're ugly on the inside and the out. And God forgive me for saying that, because that is low, even for me. And I know I'm ugly, and I know I'm fat. So I'll tell you, from one ugly fat piece of crap to another, and you're not fat, you're very skinny. You're actually really, well, your butt isn't, but you're skinny and you're short and you're like a little imp, and your heart is so ugly. It really is. And I have the gift of seeing through people and their hearts. And I have been trying, figuring maybe if I coddle her, maybe if I help her, maybe if I, be her friend, maybe if I try to teach. You're an unteachable soul. You look down your nose at everybody thinking you're holier than thou. You're narcissistic, frigid, cold, miser, selfish, inconsiderate. This is why nobody wants to hang out with you anymore, including our priest. Okay? You've even burned bridges with him now. So, if you even bother watching this video, which you probably won't, this is all I would have liked to have continued to say on that voice message that got cut off because my phone died. So, I tried to be your friend. I tried to be your brother in Christ. I tried to advise you spiritually. I tried to be nice to you. I've opened up my home to you when I don't have much myself. You've put me and Donna way out of our way every time you're around us. It's cost us a lot of money in electricity, in food, in restaurants, in gas. You have ruined our days off, our schedule, taken up all our time. Now our washing machine is not acting right now because it's being used too much by you, because we don't even use it that often. Okay, you use it more than we do. We're done. You've overstayed your welcome. You have abused someone's charity. And that's what we were doing, trying to be good Catholics to you and be good hosts to you as a guest in our home. But no, you just barge into our home and take over our home and our lives and tell us what we can eat and what we should eat and not eat, what we should listen to on the radio, what we can watch on TV, how we should dress, how we should act. Shut up, you little troll. How dare you judge us? First get the logs out of your eye before you try to take the splinter out of your neighbor's eye, little girl. I'm so angry at you. Again. Every so many months, we keep finding ourselves here, don't we, sweetie? Well, I'm done. And I'm saying it publicly now. I don't have time for you. And you know what? I let you back into my life one final time just to make sure. And because your mother died and I felt bad. Just to make sure that I was, giving you another chance after chance after chance to make peace, to make God happy, just to see if you changed at all, and to see if there could be a good friendship there or possibly something more, like maybe a relationship. Maybe you're the one I'd marry. You just made me literally never want to date a girl again. Seriously. Like, we weren't even dating, but you act like it, and you literally just reminded me of why I'm still single. Like, why I don't ever want to get married. Because if I cannot, I grew up with women like you in my household for many years. They abused me in many different ways. My sisters and my stepmother. My own mother died when I was 5, but she was off also. Then I've dated one loser after another, and been abused and extorted, okay? I've had female bosses and employees and teachers over the years treat me terribly. Now, I gotta deal with you? No. You were my only female Catholic friend besides Donna, and I'm not gonna have any more. Because if this is how you all are, stay away from me. And I don't want to date you, and I don't want to date at all now, because I've had enough. I'm literally, like, every time I even think now about, like, giving because I get offers all the time, believe it or not. And every time I think about giving a girl a chance, I start having anxiety attacks. Literally. Because I can't take it anymore. This is another reason why I wanted to be a priest. I cannot see myself being married to someone and having to be bossed around and cheated on and controlled and extorted and feel like a prisoner in my own home and forced to be someone I'm not. No, I'd rather be single and be the man God created me to be. That's who I am. I'm a free spirit. Don't clip my wings and put me in a cage. Don't control what I say and do and eat and what coffee I drink and where I go and what movies I watch. I'm a grown damn man. I'm going to be 44 years old. Oh, it's for your safety. I want you to go to heaven. Please. You're not even on your way to heaven yourself. I hope you realize that, because you have no love of anyone or neighbor or charity in your body. You don't have a charitable bone in you. You can't go to heaven like that. You're a hypocrite and a judge of everyone, including priests. Good luck getting into heaven with that. You have so much to repent for, and I'm telling you these things and I'm telling you it this way because you won't listen to me unless I do this. So I got to do it publicly. I got to publicly admonish you, sinner, because otherwise you won't even listen to me. I can't get a word in. You're unteachable. So now I have to do it this way and hope that you listen, even out of curiosity. I hope you watch this video, because this is the truth. For you and anyone like you, my sisters, my niece, my stepmother, anyone, people, you better fear God and fear hell. You better learn how to love and forgive. And this is righteous anger, because I have a right to be angry when I'm being used and abused and mistreated and extorted. Okay. And I've given you chance after chance after chance for 8 years now. No more. You've hurt me like 10 times already. Hurt me once, shame on you. Hurt me twice, shame on me. I've let you shame me at least 8 times now. No more. I don't care if you have no one else up here in this state. I didn't tell you to move up here. I didn't tell you to move all the way out to Wallingford, far away from everybody. You need to go back home with your father. Your mother just died. You left your parents. Your mother died. Okay, your father's all alone. You're not married, and you keep talking about, oh, I'm going to be a nun, but I don't want to obey the Pope, and I don't want to obey anybody, well, then you're not going to be a nun. And so, well, Jesus is calling me. He's not calling you to be a nun. With that attitude, nuns need to be like Mother Teresa, giving to the point of death. They're married to Christ. They don't think about themselves and their own comforts. And no, they literally don't live comfortable lives. They take vows of poverty. It's just prayer and work and obedience. You live totally opposite of a nun. So don't tell me you're called to the religious life. Get out of here. You ain't called to religious life, and God help the man that has to marry you, because you ain't called to marriage either. You can't take care of a kitten. Hey, you're going to take care of kids? Not my kids. I wouldn't leave them alone with you. I'm not being mean here. I'm telling you the truth. I will tell you the truth when no one else has the courage to do so, because this is a matter of your salvation. If I don't tell you what you need to hear, as much as it hurts you, you're going to be in the fires of hell, and me too for not telling you. And now I have, again, and I'm not going to do it again after this. So let this be a lesson to any of you who watch this video. If you are a narcissistic personality, a sociopath, you better repent. If you use and oppress the poor, you better repent. If you are a miser and greedy and stingy with your money, you better repent. Oppressing the poor is a serious offense with God. It's one of the 3 that cry out for wrath. Homosexuality, abortion, and oppressing the poor are the 3 top sins that God is very angry about, and it cries out for vengeance. Okay? So, when you knew that Don and I were already poor, and that I'm sick and she's sick, and we're barely getting by, and you come and we open up our home to you, and you start controlling, and you eat our groceries that we could barely afford, and you won't buy your own groceries because, oh no, I'm not going to waste money on groceries, but then you eat ours, and you open our groceries without even asking, and eat ours before we even get a chance to open our own stuff. And then you help yourself to our laundry detergent and our washing machine and our dryer, and take over our home and tell us what we can and can't watch and listen to, and what we can and can't eat, and when we will and will not go to bed. Who the hell do you think you are, little girl? Why did I not say anything until now? Because I am afraid of what would happen to you if I had to actually let this happen, like tell you this in person. Because I have anger issues, yeah. And I would either call the cops on you, throw you out of my house, literally pick you up and toss you. That's how pissed I am at you. I would break something. Like, I know myself. So I simply let you go home the other night. I said some of this nicely, but I was like, I had a grin on my face, and I was holding back the anger. And I'm like, okay, just go home. Just go home. And you went home. And I said a little bit of this to you, and then you left. And I was so mad. I slammed that door, and you were so lucky. I was exhausted and was in the hospital all day. Because, man, one of my worst things is wrath. I'm in that confessional all the time for wrath. That is one of my biggest problems. And so, yeah, and you make me mad just looking at you. Because you keep wounding me, and then every time you're around, you pour more salt in it. You reopen the wound and pour more salt in it. And you have the audacity, the nerve, no matter how many times I've asked you not to do something, to keep doing it anyway. So, I'm putting my foot down. You're not going to be my friend anymore. You might be a sister in Christ, but you're not. You're a wolf in sheep's clothing, and I know it, and you know it, and God knows it. But you can keep making everybody, including Father Turner, think, oh, I'm just an innocent little Catholic woman. Baloney. You ain't gonna fool me. You don't fool me. I know you 8 years. I know everything about you. Father Turner doesn't. The people in the pews don't. but I do and Donna does, and so do you. So I suggest you leave me and Donna alone. I have too many surgeries coming up to be worried about you stressing me out anymore. I asked you for one thing the other day. Okay, it was the least you could do was to come with me to the hospital and help Donna push her around in a wheelchair while I was detained. You treated her horribly. You left her out in the lobby for hours alone. You wouldn't help her to the bathroom. You wouldn't help her in the cafeteria. That's abuse. That's elderly abuse. She couldn't even get out of the wheelchair. You stuck her in the back seat of the car every time we go somewhere. She can't get out of the back seat easily. That's why she sits in the front. I got that car for her because I got to transport her. You are very small. She's a big woman. You stuck a big woman stuck in the back seat with the seat in her face and a wheelchair while you are petite. You're size like 3. You're only like 4 feet tall. You're like a troll. You're like a child. How inconsiderate are you? You make the woman stay in her bedroom whenever you're in her house. I'm not going to repeat all the things you do. And the fact that you either know that you do these things and you do it anyway with no sympathy, no empathy. That's sociopathic, narcissistic behavior. Cold, evil. Or you're so screwed up in the head that you don't even realize what you're doing wrong and how unchristian it is. Now, I know you got some screws loose in your head. That's very obvious by hanging out with you. And that's another reason why I'm patient with you, but no more. Your problems are not mine. I got enough of my own. I can't take on anymore. So I'm sorry that your mom died months ago. I'm sorry all your friends want nothing to do with you anymore. I'm sorry that Father Turner don't want to deal with you anymore. Guess what? Now, you're all alone. Because now Donna and I are your last resort. We don't want anything to do with you anymore either. And we tried, and we tried, and we gave you chance after chance after, and all you do is make us sorry. Donna and I have a lot of health issues and a lot of surgeries and stuff coming up, and we have financial issues. We don't need you. You're sinking us. Some people want to come on your ship only to sink it. Not everybody's your friend. You are a locust, a leech, a user. These things should not be in the Christian vocabulary. Especially a Catholic. And how dare you judge Father Turner and me and Donna and everybody else and act like you're holier than thou when you don't even pray or read your Bible. You don't have a charitable bone in your body. You use and abuse, talk junk about and extort everyone. And then you move on after they've cut you off to the next victim. And how many guys have you been having on the line while you're talking to my best friend? You were dating Steve for a year I warned him, but he didn't listen. He found out the hard way. And you were seeing other people behind his back, okay, online. And then trying to do that crap with me too. Hello? Oh, I gotta make sure I find the right man for me. I want to get married. And the men that you're wasting their time, they don't want to either? You have a right to waste our time and make us take you out and wine and dine you and pay for hotels and pay for everything just so you could just replace us as soon as you find someone better? You conniving little Jezebel. Thank you. Jezebel. You're a Jezebel, narcissistic, self-centered Jezebel spirit. Get thee behind me, Satan. I'm done. I'm done with you. I hope you watch this video. If you don't, oh well, don't call me. You're lucky that voicemail got cut off because my phone died. Otherwise, I would have said all of this. And that's the only reason I'm making this video is because I didn't get to finish my voicemail. And this is why I waited so long to say any of this to you, because I really didn't want to get angry, and I really prayed about it, and I thought about it, and I stewed on it, and I said, just let it go, let it go. No, I'm mad. I'm not going to be able to get over this and get rid of this anxiety attack until I say what needs to be said. That's it. And so I am. And now I can walk away knowing that I got it off my chest, and I'm going to move on. But you have made it. This is why men like me don't want to date. This is why we don't trust women. This is why we don't want to get married. Because people like you. And we can't even go and find someone in a damn church that's not a sick, evil, sadistic, selfish, self-centered Jezebel. User, extorter, liar. Just evil. Evil, unchristian, in a Catholic church. When someone your age is still single and a virgin, there's a reason. There's a reason. There's a reason why you're still not married by now. Almost 37 years old. Because every guy you've done this to, you got screws loose, kid. You need help. God help the man who marries you. I mean it. I'm not trying to be mean. This is the truth. You need a lifetime of therapy. I would say go be a nun, but you can't. You'll drive them crazy too. I know you're not called to be a nun. I suggest you go back down to Georgia where you came from and go help your father. He's elderly. He just lost his wife. You were his only child. You left both of them down there to come up here for whatever reason, make everybody's life hell up here in this small state. You should have. We all wish you didn't come up here, by the way. We all say that. But we don't have the heart to tell you to your face. Go back home. You're not married. You don't have a boyfriend. You need to, especially if you want to be a Catholic, you are to live with your parents and take care of them until and unless you are married. Then you leave your mother and father and you cleave to your husband or wife. And even then, you should still take care of your elderly parents. So, what are you doing up here? Besides aggravating everybody and using all of us until we want nothing more to do with you. You know why you don't want to take care of your father? Because for the same reason you didn't want to help Donna out of the wheelchair. Or help me. The same reason why you kicked me out of my own hospital bed and slept in it. Because you were tired and I didn't even sleep at night. I'm the patient in a cardiac unit. Pushing me off my own bed so you can sleep. How evil and self-centered could you be? Ugh, and you do it everywhere all the time. In the hotels, on the car trips, in church. I can't stand you. You people like, I am a just man, and I don't do that. Did you not understand the second commandment? You will love all others the way you love yourself. Do you know what that means? It means do unto others as you would have done unto yourself. If you would not tolerate or want someone to treat you that way, how dare you treat other people that way? So you're breaking God's commandments. You're not loving others and treating others the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. No, you don't. You're one of those people who say, do as I say, not as I do. You're a hypocrite. You take advantage of others. You treat them terribly. You do what you want. But God forbid they should ever do the same to you. Oh, we'll never hear the end of it. I can't stand people like you. My whole family are people like you. Look what they did to me. This world is full of people like you, and now you're coming into the church, my church, that I grew up in, and befriend my priest, which I've known for over 10 years and been friends with, and you badmouth him and judge him behind his back? Ooh, girl, you're really getting me mad now. And I'm going to let him know all this tomorrow when I confess to him. I warned him before you got here. I warned him before you even joined our church. He still took you under his care, and now he's ticked off and wants nothing to do with you anymore. You wonder why. Now I don't want anything else to do with you again for the 8th time, and this is the final time. So, get going. I don't have time for this. I'm not well, and I got a lot to be more concerned about right now. And you were sent by the devil to make me even more stressed, more tired, and more aggravated. Basically, to kick me while I'm already down. That's all you've done the past few months since you came back into my life, was make things more miserable for me, more stressful. Kicked me while I'm down. I lost more sleep on my days off because you're always over the house. I've wasted my little bit of paycheck that I had on you. Okay, my wear and tear in my car and gasoline wasted. Our electric bill went through the roof because of you. Our grocery bill doubled because of you. My dog is pissed off because of you. You mistreat my dog. Donna's upset because of you. Okay, and the way you treat her. I am upset with all of this, and now I'm done. Like, I'm done. I can't, my pressure cooker has now burst, and I'm done. When I'm done, kid, I'm done. Like, that's the thing about me. I never know when it's going to happen. But you can push and push and push and push and push and nag. But then one day, done. When I least expect it, and that day happened today. Actually, a couple of days ago. like a light switch. And when I turn that light switch off, it's off permanently. Okay? This 70 times 7 thing that Jesus says, I forgive you, but you're someone else's problem now. And I've already forgiven you 70 times 7. So I forgive you this one last time. I'm angry at you. I'm telling you what you need to hear. I'm done. Janelle, I am not repeating all this again. You can watch it from the beginning. A lot's been happening. And so I hope you hear this video before unfriending me. And if not, that's your problem. Don't come crying to me saying, oh, I'm having a hard time. Blah, blah. I don't care. I don't care anymore. Your crocodile tears are just that. Crocodile tears. Crocodiles always cry tears and then they eat you. I'm not falling for it anymore. I'm done. Go mooch off of someone else. If you truly cared about me and my health and Donna and our situation, I wouldn't be having to make this video right now. You only care about yourself. And if you don't realize that by now, well then hopefully this is a wake-up call. But don't sit there and have a conversation with me again saying, I don't know why everybody's got a problem with me. Nobody wants anything to do with me anymore. I lost all my friends. This is why I've been telling you for 8 years to stop this nonsense, this insanity, and you're still doing it. Now you're doing it to me again. I'm done. Me and Donna were your last friends up here. And so now maybe you'll get out of here. Maybe you'll break your lease and go back home. Where you came from, go back down south? Of course you won't. Evil never dies. You'll stay up here and make our lives a living hell. That's fine. Just don't come over my mobile home anymore. And don't talk to me in church anymore, please. When you see me praying at the altar, don't come kneel next to me and pray. Please don't. Because that's the last thing I need. Like a hole in my head. Is the devil on my shoulder. Don't. Leave me alone. When I'm talking to God, it's important, and I don't need you interrupting it or rushing me along when I'm trying to do my prayer time at the end of Mass, okay? Go somewhere else and pray. All you want to do is ask me to do laundry or something or do something for you. Just stop. You make a lot more money than I do. You have a lucrative job. You got 20 grand in the bank in your savings account. You don't need anything. You got a nice apartment, a new car. I don't have these things. You got a family, why would you go and kick someone while they're down, who's is sick and poor already and has nothing, and take advantage? Like, why? How can you even live with yourself? How can you even steal from me and eat my groceries and make me drive and pay gas and sleep over my home and break my laundry machine and use my stuff and not even think twice? And never once, you owe me like $5,000, by the way, in the past 8 years. $5,000. Thousands of dollars in hotel rooms and all kinds of stuff. I'll never see a penny of that. I know it. You know it and I know it. So just get going while you're already behind, okay? I'm done. I'm done. I didn't want to make this video, but I know I'm going to go crazy if I don't, and I'm already not well, and I don't want this. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to repent to God and say, I'm sorry for this, but Lord, it needed to be said. And I mean, come on. Come on. In other words, the whole moral of this video is, in 2024, am cutting off these loose ends. I am going to cut off these rope ties, these anchors around my waist that are weighing me down. If you're not with me, then you're against me. If you're not a true, trustworthy friend who truly cares about me and God, I don't want you in my life. I am very careful now who I let in. I don't have many friends left or family. Okay? For a reason. God has removed most of the people from my life, and I'm glad, because they were not going up. They don't pray with me, they don't go to church with me, they don't say grace, they don't do anything for me, they're not my friend, they don't care about me, they don't check up on me, we don't even talk. All they do is use. So I got rid of them all. Starting with my family, they got rid of me, but the Lord said I got rid of them, because they're not going where you are. They had the same opportunity as you did to repent and believe in me and follow me, but they wouldn't. So I pulled you out of there, Steve. And that stupid seminary, God showed me why I'm not there. That place is going to hell in a handbasket. They are liberal, Francis, New World Order cronies. That's all they are. They were a bunch of homosexuals and deviants and anti-clerical, anti-traditional garbage. not real priests. And so that's not a good seminary. It's evil, run by the Freemasons, and I didn't stand a chance there, and I did not belong there. And in fact, the devil probably sent me there, if anything, to ruin me. So God pulled me out of there as well. Maybe he sent me there just to see how bad it's getting in this church and in this world. I don't know. Or to see why I should not want to be a priest. And you know what? I'm starting to think, I really am, and it doesn't matter anymore because it's never going to happen anyway. I don't think I want to be a priest anymore. I really never thought I'd hear myself say that. But I think the day has come where I'm tired now. I'm done. God, do what you will with me. If you want me to be, I'll be it for you. But I'm looking at how things are getting worse and worse and worse in the church and in the world. People don't deserve good priests anymore. They deserve the hell that they're going to get. They don't want to follow you. They don't want to be traditional and conservative and God-loving and fearing. They don't want to be real Christians. So they don't deserve real priests. They deserve someone who's going to lead them to hell with them. Because that's what people want. Liberal. They want to do things their way, not Christ's way. So, give them priests that will lead them right to hell then. They're going there anyway. Because anytime there is a good priest or bishop, they get defrocked or excommunicated or trampled upon and removed. Because the people don't want to hear the saving truth. They want to be sugar-coated. Oh, love is love, and gay is okay, and everything's okay, and abortion's okay, and well, let's vote for Biden. Yeah, okay. No, that's not a Christian. You're not a Christian if you vote for Biden and believe in these Democrat demons, and you believe in abortion and gay marriage and all that sort of garbage, and euthanasia. That is all against Christ. He said it clearly. So if you're one of those people, don't bother even going to church. In fact, it would be better that churches shut down. Because, honestly, what are we wasting money and time on? Buildings full of hypocrites that are going to hell anyway. A bunch of lukewarm apostate freaks. Pew warmers. Why should we have buildings open for such people? When maybe one or two are actually on their way to heaven, the rest of you to hell. Especially if you've got a bad priest. And most of them are. That's in my experience. And you should see the cronies that are coming out of seminary now. God help us. I've been there. I've seen it firsthand. I did a lot of come and sees over the years all over the world with different orders. And those orders, the things I saw going on in the orders, no matter how mendicant they were or pious. Oh, God help us. I'm not judging. I'm just saying because I know I'm not a saint either. But I thought that the point of joining a seminary, a monastery, becoming a priest or a brother or a nun was to be a holy saint. They must not have gotten the memo. I don't know. What are they there for then? Acting like the world. They're no different than anybody else. This is not good. This is why we're in the end times. God's done. He ain't putting up with this anymore. We're running out of time. Because he's not going to put up with this much longer. Shape up or ship out to hell. That's what's going to happen. All of us. Me too. Me too. I got a lot of kinks I still got to work out with. I hope I have enough time because I'm going to be in hell first. At least I could admit it. I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, I'm holier than thou. Oh, I go to church every Sunday. I'm good. Oh, Jesus. John 3:16. Blah. Nothing. I know I'm a sinner. I know I have wrath issues. I know my mind goes perverted all the time in the gutter. I wonder all the time why God puts up with me. I wonder all the time when is he going to deliver me from this. You know, I look at my past and it terrifies me. I know that I was one of the worst people. Worse than St. Augustine was. This is horrendous. I might not make it myself, and if I do, I'll probably spend 1,000,000 years burning in purgatory if I'm lucky. Not looking forward to this. It scares me. But you know what? With all of this on my mind, and all my health issues, and everything going on in the world, and the financial issues, I don't need bad, toxic people in my life or in my circle. So here's what's going to happen, folks. If you're not on the same page as I am of trying to work out your salvation with fear and trembling, if you're not going to take your Christianity seriously, there's the door. Get off my Facebook page and get out of my life. I don't need you, and neither does God. Okay? I need to surround myself with people who think like me, who believe like me, who want to go to heaven, who have fear of the Lord, okay? Who love him and fear him as they ought, who take this very seriously. What do you think I make these videos for? Not this one. This is a horrible one. This is a sinful one. But no, normally, like, what do you think I'm doing? I do it to help all of us stay on track, myself included. We're in trouble. You can't. Listen, please, if you hope to go to heaven, please don't be lukewarm or apostate. Please do your due diligence and get holy. Yes, God doesn't want us to be perfect. He said, be ye perfect as your heavenly Father is perfect. Oh, that's impossible. I just made a whole video on that, and some clown left a message under saying, oh, he didn't mean be perfect. No, he meant it. And I also explained how to be perfect. So don't tell me it's not possible. I gave a whole 2-hour video on how it is possible for us to be perfect in God's sight. You must be like Jesus. Well, how do you do that? The commandments. Fulfill them. Obey them. And that is the law of perfect love. Perfect love of God and of neighbor makes you perfect in God's sight. He wants love. Love and mercy. It covers a multitude of sins, and if you love God properly and you love neighbor properly, you're not going to break the commandments. Therefore, you are righteous and just and holy, which means you're as perfect as you can be as a human. You're not God, but you're doing what he told you to do. That's what he meant. So what do you think it was all for? Oh, they're just kind of like that gets me so mad. One of these priests, who was a teacher of mine in seminary, said, oh, the Bible and the commandments are more just like guidelines anyway. And I looked at him, I'm like, how dare you? This is why they didn't want me in their class. This is why I got in trouble. I said, how dare you? And he's like, excuse me. I'm like, no, excuse you. These people might not know their faith because they're like 18 and 20 years old, but I am almost 40 years old, and I know my faith, and I know this book, and I know that catechism, and I'm telling you, you are in heresy. He's like, how dare you? I'm your superior. I'm your teacher. I've been a priest for 60 years. I was trained in Rome. Then how can you say to these people in this classroom not to believe in the Bible and take it literally? It's more like just guidelines anyway. This is what Protestants have a problem with. People like you. Maybe you've lost your faith, Father, but I have not. And I did not come to this seminary. I said this in front of the class. I did not come here to this seminary to be a lukewarm apostate priest for the devil, but a saintly holy priest, a real priest for Christ. If I don't do that, then I'm going home. Because I didn't come here for anything less. And for you to sit there and say, oh, the commandments are just guidelines anyway. Oh, the Bible's, don't take it literally. If you take it literally, get out of my class now and go become a solo scriptural Protestant. Those were his words. And I had to speak up in front of everybody. And you had to see the look on his face. He must have turned 3 shades of white. And then I got talked to after class. Don't ever do that to me again in my classroom, Stephen. I'm like, when you don't ever be a heretic in front of people. Because you're teaching heresy. And I'm going to call you out on it. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're the Pope. He does that, I'll call him out on it too. We don't need people like that. So I'm done. I don't mean to be a jerk right now. I'm not feeling well as usual. I got a lot on my mind. Somebody really upset me again, and I don't like to end friendships and be mean. It's very hard for me. I feel bad, but I can't, when somebody comes into my life, and I couldn't figure out why every time this person's around, I start getting pressure in my chest and anxiety and panic. I feel as soon as they come into my house, there's like a demon attached to her or something. There's something wrong. It's almost like she's a devil in disguise. And it's all the time. And that cold look, her eyes are cold and beady all the time like this. Always like this. Like Jack the Ripper. Like Charles Manson, there's this cold, calculating, lizard-like thing about her all the time. And I'm like, this girl, and she's trying. I kept trying to make every excuse I could for her. She's trying. She's a Catholic. She's going through a lot. Baloney. Enough. I'm not going to keep making excuses. Wrong is wrong. Evil's evil. Selfish is selfish. And I'm not that kind of person. I'm a good, caring, charitable, loving, patient, kind, but I don't like being a doormat. And I'm tired of being a doormat and being taken advantage of all the time. My kindness. Okay, I might be pious and I might be trying to be saintly, but that's not an excuse to take advantage of me. I'm not stupid. Well, I am stupid for letting you do it so many times, but I'm not doing it anymore. I'm done being stupid. Jesus doesn't expect us to be stupid. He said, be as wise as the dove. No, as the serpent. Be as harmless as the dove, the Holy Spirit. Meek and harmless, but as wise as the serpent, the devil. So I need to be as wise, and I am. I see it coming a long mile away, but I keep getting bit because I don't learn my lesson. Well, I'm learning it now. Enough. I've given you enough shots. You need help. You need to read that Bible. You don't need to be hanging out with me and Donna and doing your laundry at our house. You need to be going to church. You need a therapist. You need to go and you need to get some spiritual help or advice. I don't know. You need to pray more. Maybe go to adoration. Do something. Don't worry about hanging out with me. I'll be fine. Go see Jesus. You should be spending every waking minute you have free in adoration or prayer or praying a rosary or something. That's my advice. Or go back home and be with your poor father who needs you now. He's not going to ask you because he doesn't want to ruin your life up here, which you don't have one. But he really needs you now. And that is really cold and selfish to leave your poor father down there all alone in that house with no wife and no kids and no one. And he just lost his wife. Like, how could you not? Ugh. Whatever. Selfish. My sister did that to my dad and me and everybody else because she's just a selfish narcissist herself. Only all about herself. In fact, my dad's dying of cancer and she's trying to get him to sign a $1 million life insurance policy so she could be wealthy off of his death. The man cried and literally threw the papers across the table and said, "Get out of my sight. I'm dying of cancer right now, and my own daughter only cares about making money off it. Well, I paid for it. All you have to do is sign it, and I'm rich." He's like, "How can you do this to me? Dad, you're dying anyway. Why should we be poor when you can really help us out? I promise I'll take care of your son, Stephen." He's like, "You are not going to help Stephen. Stephen won't see a dime of that." "No, he will, I promise." "Get out of my sight." So he never signed the papers. She wouldn't have helped me. She was just trying. How can you even, oh my God. And then when my grandmother was dying, she comes in and I'm trying to say my goodbyes and, "When's she gonna die? Oh, it's taking so long. I gotta go to bed. I gotta work in the morning." And I'm like, "Shut up. She's dying. She can hear you, you moron." "No, she can't." "Yes, she can." And I said, "Grandma, I'm so sorry. That's typical Teresa. That's your granddaughter. I'm sure you're not surprised. She's always been that way, hasn't she?" "Well, some people have a job to do." "Then go home. Nobody wants you here if you're going to be that way. And if I'm dying, don't come here." It's the last thing this poor woman. I said, "Grandma, please don't listen to her. You go when you want. I don't want you to go, but I know it's your time. So you go and be with Jesus when he calls you, but you don't listen to her." And I'm like, "Would you get out of here and let me have my last few minutes with my grandmother?" Oh, just honestly, the more I think about, this is why we're not supposed to look back on the past. What a screwed up family I come from. I don't care if they watch this video. I don't care if they get mad at me. Good. Now I'll give you something to be mad about. Because I've been a good son and brother to you. I was the only Christian in the house. You didn't need to do this to me. I forgive you, but you know what? You're no loss to me. That's the reality of it. A family who's never been there for me and done nothing but make my life miserable and make things harder on me and make it so I have no chance of succeeding. You're nothing. You're no loss to me. Or to the kingdom of heaven, by the way. So, bye. I mean, I love you. I will, because I have to, and because I've always been that way, and I'm a Christian, but You obviously don't love me. You've made it very clear. You've even told me that. So great. But I still love you, but I don't miss you. I don't miss the pain and suffering and verbal abuse all the time. And the extortion and just everything. The more I think about it, the more time goes by, the more I've had time to think about, my dad was the only one that was truly good to me. And my grandmother, God rest her, she died in 2000. But the rest of you, how cruel. Cruel. You should be asking me to forgive you. You know what? I don't want apologies. It doesn't matter. Just go. Enjoy your life, the time you have left. Because you're probably not going up. And I'm begging God to save you, but if you don't do your part, everybody has to do their part. Jesus did his, and he expects us to do ours. And he wants you saved. But if you don't do your part, you're on your own. That's it. He's going to tell you that on Judgment Day. You had plenty of time. So as for you, rest of you who follow me, I hate that. Follow me. Don't follow me. I'm nobody to follow. If you're my friend, if you're my sister or brother in Christ, and you're on my page, then good. If you're not a fellow sister, brother in Christ, and you don't ever plan on giving your life to Christ, then you know what? You stay on my page if you want, but we got nothing in common. I don't need you. Honestly, I mean, I want people on this page, and the numbers are dwindling down. I want people who want to go to heaven. I want like-minded friends. We're a family in the church. We're Christians. We're family. And I should be able to count on real brothers and sisters in Christ, not the fakes and the phonies and the frauds and the wolves in sheep's clothing, but the real ones. Apparently they're few and far between. I should be able to count on you for your prayers and whatever I need, and you likewise, okay, with me. And the ones that I talk to on a regular basis have proven their loyalty to me. You've talked to me, you're concerned about me, you pray for me, we talk all the time. Thank you. I value your friendship. Unfortunately, you're all far away, different states, different countries, but still, many different members, one same body in Christ. And I value you, I appreciate you, and I thank you. And I hope that I'm teaching you good things and edifying you and building you up in Christ and getting us all to heaven. I hope. I really do. As far as the rest of y'all, some of you are just friends and family, some of you are cousins, some of you are just people from high school or whatever. Yeah, I don't know if you watch my stuff or whatever. I don't know. Maybe you just feel bad for me. Maybe you just like the drama. I don't know. Maybe this is like some kind of a soap opera to you. I don't know. But I hope you're coming to Christ too somehow. And if not, then I don't know why you're on my page, honestly, because I don't know what you get from this. Unless you like to see someone suffer, then that's just sick and evil and cruel and sadistic. And you shouldn't be. I don't make these videos for you to get your rocks off of. I make these videos because I'm being real in a world full of phonies and fakes. And this is reality. It's my life. And I'm trying to lead by example, word and deed. And I'm not always a good example. I'm human. And I've been going through a lot right now. But listen, you can't judge Jesus and his church based on people like me who screw up. Okay? Because we're going to screw up. We're human. So, anyway, whatever. I'm doing the best I can. I am. I really am. So please pray for me. Like I said, I got a lot of medical stuff coming up. And I got to cut cords and clear house. I can't have people in my life anymore who are bringing me down, who are toxic, who are wasting my time, draining my energy and resources, and not helping me, but only making things harder on me and more stressful. Like this girl, I don't need her coming into my life anymore because every time she's over, I don't get anything done on my days off that I need to get done. I keep saying I'm going to read the Bible more, pray more, make videos. None of that gets done. She don't do it with us. Donna gets neglected. My dog I don't get to spend time with. It's just taking, and I get nothing good in return from it. And so she's got to go. Let her go mooch off with someone else. Or, I don't know why she doesn't just stay by herself. Just stay by yourself. You don't need friends. Go do your own thing. You like to go hiking and do everything by yourself. You're so selfish and self-centered. people only hold you up and weigh you down, and you got a problem with everybody. Oh, I can't find any men to date because they're not holy enough for me. And oh, I can't find marriage material. And oh, I can't find any friends who are real Catholics. Everybody's unholy and too worldly for me. And all you do is poo on everybody and judge everybody. Then go be alone, you miserable old crone. Don't bother with us. How do you think we feel dealing with you? Every time you're around, it's like an anchor. A ball and chain I gotta drag behind me. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't even breathe or be myself or relax on my day off or pray or listen to a music or, oh, that's too worldly, or, oh, what are you watching? It's a Christian film. Oh, but that girl, I can see her cleavage. Shut up, then don't look at it then. I'm not even looking. I wouldn't have even noticed if you didn't bring it to my attention. I'm not watching it for that. Oh, well, I don't know. It's sinful. What would you rather us do on our day off then if we want to relax when I'm not feeling good? I put on a Catholic film. I sit back. I just want to relax on my day off. And, because I can't do anything else with you here. So I guess I got to sit here and... You don't want to play games. You don't want to do anything. You don't want to, So I put a movie in it. Oh, no. I don't like... Oh, let's watch the Smurfs. I don't want to watch the stupid Smurfs. I'm a freaking grown man. I don't want to watch cartoons. It's just... I'm done. I don't have to... You know what? The good thing is, she's gone. And I don't have to deal with her anymore. Oh, gosh. You know what I'm realizing? I'm looking and sounding more and more like Donald Trump. Ugh. God help me. I mean, look, I like the man, and I'm going to vote for the man, but I don't want to look and talk like him. I'm trying to get this weight off. I'm going to have to sleep upside down or something. I'm even starting to get his comb-over haircut. Oh, man. Anyway. Maybe that's a compliment. I don't know. So I'm going to end this video now. I had to vent because I'm aggravated. I don't have anybody else to talk to about it. Jesus has already heard me up and down about it. And he's probably like, shut up, Steven, or I'm going to strike you dead with a lightning bolt because you're working my last nerve now. And so, yeah, I don't know. I mean, if it's not Donna working my last nerve, now it's this other girl. And now she's got to go. I can't do it anymore. Lord, I can't take on anymore. I have to tend to my own spiritual health and my physical health. So I'm sorry, but why is it that every time I try to take care of myself, try to press in more with the Lord, someone comes into my life and takes up all my time? I'm starting to realize the enemy is sending people. It's not, Jesus would not send people to distract me from getting closer to him. So it's got to be the devil. And he's clever enough to send other so-called Catholics into my life so that I don't pray, and so I'm always stressed and riled up, or I waste my time in another go-nowhere relationship or a go-nowhere friendship that's toxic. It's just always something. If I had one wish right now, it would be to have enough money. Well, I want my health back. After I get these surgeries and stuff, I want my own place in a different state, away from everyone for a while. I just want to know what it's like to have a decent home. Something that doesn't have holes and rats in it and mold and falling apart and, I want a decent home. I'm not asking for a mansion. I just would like a nice home of my own that's paid off and I own it. That I don't have to fear is going to be taken from me all the time. And I want to enjoy it with just me and my dog. Just me and my poor dog. I would like to spend some time with my poor dog. I've had him for over 2 years now. He's not a puppy anymore. The poor guy's starting to slow down, and I wasted the best years of his life. I haven't been able to give him enough attention, the poor thing. He wants to play all the time. He wants to spend time with me, and I'm always busy. And, I feed him, I pet him quickly, and then that's it. I have no time to spend time with my dog. That's why I got a dog, so I can spend time with it. And the poor thing's so sad all the time, because I don't spend time with him. I'm always going. I would like to just enjoy my own home. I just imagine sometimes, I try to go to sleep, and I'm trying not to be worldly, but what would it be like to live in the woods, on a beautiful mountain somewhere, in my own home or cabin, just me and my dog, peace and quiet with a big Bible, no needy, toxic people, Nag, 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 need, Steve. Every time I have a minute, they begin it. Like Cinderella. Just me and God and my dog for just a while, just maybe a couple months to a year, just to relax and just know what it feels like as a grown man who deserves to have these things for once in his life. And just maybe be at peace with God and the world and then maybe start a vocation, or if he wants me to get married, then may he send the right woman. But Lord, before that happens, can I please just have a little bachelor time to myself? Not to sleep around and sow oats, just to know what it's like. To be able to go to sleep at night in peace, to know I have enough money in the bank, that the bills are going to be paid. Because even when I had my own places, I always had to worry about the electricity's been shut off this month. There's not enough cooking fuel left now. I can't afford that. The furnace is off now. It's cold. I have to use candles to heat the place because I can't afford kerosene. The landlord's at my door. The rent is 2 months behind. The taxes are due. I mean, oh my gosh. It's just constant poverty. I couldn't ever enjoy what I had. And then as soon as I got the bills caught up on, the car broke down or got repoed. And then I lost my job. And then I needed a surgery. And then, the dog got sick and had to be put down. And it's just like, and then the refrigerator broke. And it's like, oh, come on. What the hell? Literally, it's hell. Demons. The spirit of devourer or something. It's not normal. That's like living under a curse. And that's what it's like when you're poor, especially in Connecticut. It's the most expensive state around, with the highest taxes. It's crazy. I don't know what it's like to ever have enough to just be comfortable. I'm not asking to be rich. I just want to be able to go to bed at night and say, okay, I have plenty of food. I got enough money in the bank for emergencies. The car is new and nothing wrong with it. The house is new. The dog's healthy. I'm okay. We're going to be okay. I could actually sleep at night and just praise the Lord and just focus on my prayers and reading the Bible without having to be constantly, oh gosh, Donna's fell again. Donna's in the hospital again. Donna had another stroke. My stepmother's in the hospital again. The dog's sick again. So-and-so's at my door sleeping on my couch again. We're in, by the way, I'm in the negative again in my bank account again this week, but tomorrow I should get paid, so that'll be good, and I'll be okay. Hopefully nothing else comes out tonight, otherwise I'll be bouncing that again. But man, it's been getting in the negative almost every month now. I just don't make enough to keep the bills going without things going into the negative. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So anyway, I just want that. I want to know, and I would like to also have enough money to go on vacation. I want to go to Greece or some beautiful tropical white sand beach with just crystal blue waters and just know what that's like to just rest and say, wow, I'm on vacation. A well-deserved, well-needed vacation. To have enough money to do that. Or to go to Fatima. Or no, actually, I want to go to Lourdes and go in the water fountain there and get healed. Something. What is it like to have money? It's been so long. I don't know. What is it? It's got to be nice to be rich, to be a millionaire, to know that you've got enough to not have to worry about finances. And to have the freedom to, clothing. I don't even fit into my clothing anymore. I'd like to be able to buy some new clothes. I'm wearing some from high school still. I graduated almost 30 years ago. I'm still wearing clothes from 30 years ago. Come on. I can't have anything nice or new. I wonder what it's like. And I work my butt off every day. And I never have anything. So, what is it like to be middle class or upper middle class instead of dirt poor all the time? I wonder. What's it like to have your own home? And I'm also very OCD. So, I like to have everything nice and neat and clean and organized. And I put everything in its place. And everything has its place. I do that so I don't have to waste time looking for stuff or cleaning all the time or making mess. The less stuff you have, if you put everything back, the less you have to worry about wasting time finding stuff. It's always where it needs to be. Everything's nice and neat and organized. And there's less chores to do when everything's kept up with. If you make a mess, clean it right away so you don't have to do it later. You use the dishes, wash them right away after dinner so you don't have to do them later. That's how I am. But everybody in my life is such a damn slob. We'll do it later. We'll do it later. Pile up the dishes. Guess what? Steve has to spend his time doing everything later or it don't get done. I want to know what it's like to have my own home without sloppy, nasty, disrespectful guests coming over and making a mess and ruining everything and putting their muddy shoes on my white sofas, because yes, I have white sofas sometimes. I like white. And just be able to wake up every day and the house is clean and neat and everything is exactly where I left it. I can go away for the weekend and come home and the house is fresh, neat, and clean and everything is exactly as I left it. Wow. Like, that would make me feel so relaxed, so happy. Like, just simple little things in life. Like, I'm not trying to be worldly and materialistic, but am I asking for much here? To just have my own little place of my own, a nice, safe, relaxing, godly, clean, organized, everything white home, just for me and my dog. And some time to pray and meditate and worship God in peace. And to do my own thing. And to sleep, to actually get 8 hours of sleep a night instead of 1 to 3. Or none at all. And to be able to play with my dog. To just actually spend time with him. Maybe paint. Maybe have time for a hobby. Something. I don't know what that's like. I've never known what that's like. I'm going to be 44 and I've never known what any of that was like. And then if I get married, hopefully, not to the wrong woman, otherwise my life will be hell. But then you got to share the house with her. And she's going to go and make it all girly and flowers everywhere or like tacky it up with knickknacks and I hate that. I'm very empty space, like empty, clean. If you don't need to be there, don't need to be there. OCD, I like empty surfaces and all white and empty spaces. Big empty white rooms with big windows, but not a lot of stuff. I grew up with pack rats. I live with a pack rat. I don't like clutter. I want a place that's free of knickknacks and clutter and filth and dust and just stuff everywhere. I want everything labeled and organized and put away. That's how I live. And I can't find anyone who's like me. Everyone I've ever dated is the opposite of me. Everyone is a slob or a pack rat or a clutter bug or disorganized or a procrastinator or just toxic. So, Lord, I don't mind being alone the rest of my life, just me and you. But I do ask that I get to live in my own beautiful place with enough stuff and I would like my health back so I could enjoy life. That's all. I don't think I'm asking for much. But again, this is all a big fantasy because if I even survive what's coming up because I'm a very high risk, I might not even make it to the surgery. They keep telling me that. So be it. But man, for once in my life, I would like these things. And it's not because I didn't try. And it's not because I don't work and I'm lazy. I work all the time. I've had over 100 jobs. I'm always working. I just never had a chance to have a job that paid decent. And I've never had a chance to have my own place for very long. A decent own place of my own. Oh well, I might never know. Maybe I'll get to heaven one day, I hope. And God will have that mansion waiting for me. And maybe then I'll have a place of my own that's clean, because everything in heaven is clean and pristine. I'll be in my glory. And it'll be mine. And I'll be at peace, and it'll be joy, and it'll be great. So I guess I'll have to wait for heaven to have these things that everybody else takes for granted. I don't know. I work in a rich neighborhood, and I see these people, they're super mega rich. Their houses around here between 1 and 4 million each. And they have the lap of luxury. They don't go to church, but they have the lap of luxury. And it's like, these houses are like castles. And I'm like, I would just like a house the size of one of your living rooms. I don't want much. I just want something nice for once. Like, I would like a nice brand new truck. One of those GMC fully loaded, dual tires in the back, extended cab. Like, I dream about having a brand new truck. Like, do you know how much the truck is that I want? $170,000. Why? That's crazy. Houses used to cost that much. That's how much new trucks cost up here now. Brand new, the one I want, with all the trim, all the fully loaded, $170,000. Who has that kind of money? But everybody's driving them. Around here anyway, because everybody's super rich around here. And I'm driving a car that's 16 years old. You know, and I had to spend $20, over $20,000, almost $20,000 on that. For a 16-year-old car. Anyway, and the houses, forget it. And a normal average person can't even afford a house anymore. They're so ridiculous. These tiny, tiny little houses, tiny, old little houses are starting at $400,000 around here. For no reason. For no reason. That 10, 20 years ago, $400,000 would buy you a super big house. Now, I'm not kidding you, a 1 or 2 bedroom little tiny, tiny little cape or something, $440,000. Like, get out of here. Some of them are like from 1700 and they're charging that kind of money. Literally. A house that's literally built in 1700 and they're charging, it's like got no amenities to it. It's cold and drafty with fireplaces in it and they're charging that kind of money. And the taxes, $6,500 for an acre. Property tax a year. For less than an acre. Here, this guy's taxes, he pays $18,000 a year. He's got 1 acre of land in Madison near the beach. And he's quite a ways from the beach. $15,000 just for property tax on this house. The house is worth, $1.4 million. This is just a small, well, it's not small, but it's a decent size, but it's average. I mean, you put this house where my parents' house was, and it would probably cost $300,000. Here, because of the location, $1.4 million it's worth right now, and going up. Because the houses all around them are $2 and $4 million each. And their their taxes are $22,000 and $20,000 on both sides of him per year for property tax for an acre and a half. That's like a whole salary. I've never even made that much in a year. That's a gross salary for somebody. Like gross, not even net. Gross. Yearly salary just for the taxes. Oh my God, it makes me sick. I couldn't even afford a tent. So I had to live with Donna. And I'm going to be stuck with her until the day she dies probably. And then I'll inherit her house. Because otherwise there's no way in hell, unless I strike it rich, that I'll ever have a home or an apartment or a condo around here. Ever. And I don't have enough money to get out of here. Where am I going to go? Even if I could leave here, where am I going to go? Another state? Where I know nobody? There's nowhere to go. The cost of living in America is astronomical for no damn reason at all. I'm just venting, but this is true. True story. And Connecticut is one of the most expensive and most highly taxed states in America. And it's like one of the smallest states next to Rhode Island. Rhode Island is the smallest state. Connecticut's like the second smallest state, right? So, I mean, this is sick. It's disgusting. And it's Democrat, and a lot of wealthy Democrats live here, and they got homes all over the damn place. Hawaii, everywhere. So they're not worried about it. They purposely make things expensive here so that the poor people are homeless on the street, and then they go missing. Where are all these homeless people going lately? Because we used to have a lot of them, now they're all gone. They probably died. It's cold. I mean, the homeless shelters are few and far between, and they're full overloaded. There was no room for me there. So, some of them are living in tent cities in the woods. It's sick. It's sad. There's no reason for this. This is not what God intended. It really isn't. So anyway, I'm just venting about all these things that we can't do anything about. It's just going to get worse. Jesus said in the end times a loaf of bread would cost you your daily wages just for a loaf of bread. So it's getting there. They're doing it purposely. I feel like these elite are purposely making the book of Revelation come to pass. So, anyway. It's 2024. Time for business. No screwing around left. No time to screw around. No time to take things lightly. No time to mess around or waste anymore. No more wasted time. I am going to, if you're toxic, you're gone. I'm not even going to put up with you. You make one nasty comment on my Facebook, you're deleted. I'm not going to put up with you anymore. I'm not being unmerciful and unforgiving or unchristian. You don't need to do that to me. If you're going to be a jerk to me, you're going to use me, exploit me, whatever, I don't need you. I've got to make room in my life. I can't keep having stowaways and toxic people in my circle. You're making me worse. People like you are the reason why my life sucks so bad. And so it's time to expose the darkness and the leeches and the wolves in sheep's clothing in our lives and get rid of them. Christians, it should be pretty easy for us. If they're not a real Christian, you're not supposed to be associating with them anymore. I'm going to say that again, and it's going to bother a lot of you, but this is what the Bible says. If they're not a Christian, a real Christian, cut them off. That could be family, friends, children, whatever. You have been called out of the world, set apart for holiness for Jesus, for his will, plan, and purpose. You are very lucky and blessed that the Lord gave you such an opportunity to not go to hell with the rest of them. And you will if you don't accept this and do this right. So it doesn't matter how painful it is or how sad or how hard it is. If you're hanging out with people who are not walking with Christ, they're going to hell. And you're going to go with them. They will drag you with them. Look, what was the saying? Bad character corrupts good morals, or bad morals corrupt good character. If people aren't living like a true Catholic or true Christian, God-loving and fearing and holy lives, get rid of them. You cannot keep associating with. You can be nice to them. You can pray for them. Sometimes we have to work with them. Sometimes we have to, you have to deal with them sometimes. But do not befriend them. Do not remain. The Bible says not to eat with sinners. Don't go out to bars and clubs and dinners with these people. And I don't care if they go to church every week and wear a veil on their head. If you know that they're bearing bad fruit, that they're, like in my situation with this particular girl, if you know that the red flags are there and that they say that they're a Catholic, they wear a veil, they go to mass, but they're critical and using and miserly and greedy and selfish and self-centered, and they don't want to pray, and get rid of them. That's a wolf in sheep's clothing. That is not a Christian. You got a Christian, you're a hot mess with a Christian label. Get rid of it. Because it will corrupt you, and it will waste your time, it will drain your energy. Like every time I'm around this girl, the minute she comes into the house, I'm literally drained of energy. I'm tired. I get like she sucks the life out of me like an energy vampire. Maybe she is. And I'm like, oh my God, it's either her or the demons that are around her. I don't know. I feel sick. I feel stressed. I feel just, She was by my side, by the way, when I went into cardiac arrest the other day at the hospital. She was sitting right there while they were getting me ready for surgery. And all of a sudden, I get really sick and I end up in a cardiac unit. And she's just sitting there like Donna was worried and crying. All the staff is like panicking around me, trying to, help me. And Julie's just sitting there like totally no emotion, couldn't care less. Just, oh. Wait, what's wrong? Oh. So this was a wasted trip? So he's not going to get the surgery? Oh. Okay. Well, then maybe we should just go home. He's going to the cardiac unit. Oh. How long is that going to take? I swear. This is... and I'm looking at her like, I'm having a heart attack here. I got people resuscitated, and you're sitting there worried about how long it's going to take because it's inconveniencing you. Oh, man, if I ever wanted to give a girl a backhand, it was at that moment right there. And that's when I looked at her, and I'm like, you got to go. You got to go. After this, if I survive this, and I get out of this hospital, you're going. And I made up my mind. When we got home from the hospital, I let her finish her laundry, 3 more loads. And then she was like, oh, are you guys going to bed soon? Because I want to go to bed. I'm like, no, you're going home. Wait, why? I got to go. It's getting late. I want to go to bed, and I got to go to work early in the morning. I'm like, yeah, so do I. And I just got out of the cardiac unit. You got to go. Well, can I sleep here? No. Well, you should be going to bed early yourself, and Donna too, because we all had a long day, and you just got out of the hospital. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to bed till 2 a.m. That's right, because I work third shift, and I can sleep all day when you're not here tomorrow. So I'm going to purposely stay up. Well, that's stupid. That's not helping yourself. I'm like, look, go home. You got your own place. You're not sleeping here again, because I am not going to let you tell me and Donna one more time this month to go to bed at 8 o'clock at night because you want to go to bed early. If you want to do that crap, go do it in your own home. But when you're a guest in someone else's home and you're sleeping on their couch, you don't go to bed until we go to bed. Okay? Seriously. Otherwise, don't stay here. Because we let you get away with this every time you're here. Donna and I are on different schedules. We're night owls. So Donna's stuck in her room all night when she's not even tired and has to poop in a commode because she doesn't want to disturb you, the princess, on the couch. Okay? And I am stuck in my room and I can't sleep because my back hurts really bad and I'm not even tired. So if I lay down before I'm ready to go to bed, I won't sleep at all. So I'm up all damn night, and that's why my heart has problems, so that you, Miss Princess, can go la-la land in my living room. Bye. Not going to happen again. Never again. And you'll never share a hotel room with me again, or a tent, or a cup, nothing. I mean it. After what she did to me at that hospital and how she treated Donna so terribly at that hospital when I needed her the most, when my life was on the line and she was so inconsiderate. I'm literally having cardiac issues and she's saying, I'm tired. I didn't get much sleep last night. You had 4 hours. I didn't get any. Well, that's you. I'm tired. I'm the patient. I'm the one here in the cardiac unit. Well, move over. I need to lay down. And she pushes me off my own bed in the hospital and falls asleep. And I was like so uncomfortable because it was like I'm hanging off the bed and my arm was like going numb. And I'm like, I have photos. I can show you photos. I'm not making this up. I was just like, oh, when I get out of this hospital, you are so lucky. I was fuming, but I had to keep it all inside because I'm a Christian and I'm in a public place and I'm literally, my heart monitor kept going beep, 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 beep. And I'm like, calm down, Steve, calm down. This girl, she's got to go. She's killing me. She's killing me. And so she's gone. She's going now. I've left her a nasty message tonight. It was the truth and nothing but the truth. I finished what I didn't get to say in this video. I hope she watches it. I hope she listens to it. Of course, the narcissist that she is going to be like, I don't understand. You're crazy. I didn't do anything wrong. I don't know why you're so mad at me. I don't know. You have yeah, okay, save it. Save it, Cinderella. Goodbye. I don't care. Talk to the hand. Talk to the hand. I'm done. Listen, people, I don't mean to be a jerk, but I've had it with people. I have had it with a lot of people in my life. And when I get out of this mess, if I ever get out of this mess of poverty and being trapped with Donna and having all these health issues, I'm out of here. Okay? I am out of here. I don't care. I will go worship Jesus on the top of Mount Everest. I don't care. Listen, I can't do this anymore. This go nowhere, underpaid job, I can't survive, okay? I don't want to spend the rest of my life in that trailer park. My family, they can go kick rocks. I haven't even seen or heard from them in years. My friends, they all abandoned me, except for the people on Facebook. And then this one comes around, and she turns out to be the devil in disguise. I'm tired of it. I'm getting it from every angle. I'm starting to wonder if I'm cursed by God and if he's pissed at me. Because if he's not, then I don't understand. Because this has been, I'm almost 44 and it hasn't stopped. It just keeps going and going my entire life. 44 years of this now. Enough! What did I do that was so much worse than anyone else on this planet that I gotta constantly live in misery? Day in and day out, every night for, what did I do that was so unforgivable? Have I committed the unpardonable sin or something and not be aware of it? Because it feels like that. It really does. This don't stop. So I'm going to do whatever it takes to find peace. And if that means get rid of people out of my life, so be it. And if you want to call me a bad Christian for doing that, then I don't care. You know what? Jesus told me years ago, do not worry about what your family or friends say or think about you, but only what I, your creator and judge, say and think about you. He said that very clearly through it was a prophet in the church when I was 26. And I'm going to remember that. He is the only one ultimately who judges me. None of you. No one else. Because he's the one that knows my thoughts, my heart, my past, present, and future, my intentions. No one else could truly judge someone unless they're God. Because you don't know someone's past, present, and future and why they are the way they are. You don't know how they're feeling in their body, in their heart, their mind. You don't know why they became the way they are. You don't know what they do behind closed doors. You don't know what their thoughts are or their anything. God does. He knows it all. So I'm happy that he's the judge. I wouldn't want it any other way. And I don't want to hide a darn thing from him. I don't hide anything from him. In fact, he knows every sin. He knows everything. Good. I'm glad he knows. I want him to know. Not because I'm being a jerk, but because I want God to be able to rightly judge. He's the only one that has the right to. And I want him to help me to know what to do and what not to do and whatever. I want to get to heaven. So I trust him. Jesus, I trust in you. Because you're the only one that can judge fairly and mercifully. The people, terrible judges. They can't even properly judge themselves. How can they judge me? So that's it. I'm done. I'm done putting up with people. I don't care what you people think of me anymore. I don't care about anything anymore. I feel like at any moment I can die. My health is bad. I'm at high risk. I got things coming down the pike. I might not even make it through this year. I can't be bothered with toxic friends and being unhappy all the time and letting people steal my peace and my energy and my joy and my time and my resources. No more. If I have to be stern or mistaken for being selfish or mean or unchristian to protect myself, then so be it. Wise as the serpent, but as harmless as a dove. And it's not harmful to others if I put my foot down and start saying, no more. Enough. You're not doing this to me anymore. I'm not putting up with it anymore. Go leech off of someone else. I don't care what you think of me. I know I'm a good person. I know that I'm not, I tried. I always put people first. That's why I let this girl back into my life, because I wanted to help her when she had nobody else and her mother died. I know how that feels. I know how it feels to have no one. I know how it feels to lose your loved one and not be able to say goodbye. I know. But enough is enough. It's been a couple months. Enough. Because you didn't just, you're taking my kindness for granted. You're abusing it now. I didn't say, okay, come into my life, extort me, move in, ruin my home, cause a rift between Don and I, and my dog and I, and my friends and I, and my priest and I, and use up all my money and my resources, you break my laundry machine. Now get out. Like, come on. I give you a pat on the back, say, okay, I forgive you, let's make peace, we'll be friends again, hit me up sometime, and all of a sudden you move in? Out, get out. That's it. And this crocodile said, oh, but I'm having a hard time about my mom. Get over it. Okay? Get over it. You have to grow up. You're a grown woman. Your mother died. Get over it. Okay? Seriously now. It's been a couple months now. I'm sorry, but stop. You're just using that now to make me feel bad because it pulls at my heartstrings, and then I can't say no to you, and you get away with it. No more. Go to the laundromat and cry. You don't need to be telling me, oh, I need to see you because my mom died. Can I do 6 loads of laundry? Can you buy me groceries? No. I'm going to start using that word that everybody has no problem using on me my whole life. No. When I grew up, it was always to my stepmom, hey, Mom. No. I didn't even get to ask. Whatever it is, no. Can I ask for? No. Whatever you're thinking, no. Whatever you're going to ask tomorrow, no. I go up to my priest, no. I didn't even ask you for anything yet. No. Everybody's always no to me before I even get to ask anything. But yet me, I have a trouble saying no to people. It's always, okay, yep, yes, sure, whatever. And then I have nothing left for myself. I gotta establish, that's it. This year's the year of boundaries. Okay? Healthy boundaries, and use the word no. No more. Hey, can I call you? No. Can I come by? No. Hey, can we hang out this? No. Can I use your? No. That's it. I'm going to have to. I have to, because I'm telling you, I never have in all these years. I'm just one of those people who doesn't like to say no to people because I feel bad. I feel like I'm not being a good Christian. But I am running myself to the early grave by not saying no to people and putting up with stuff I shouldn't have to put up with my clients, with Donna, with everything, even my dog. There's poor little eyes, and it's like, I gotta start putting boundaries because it stresses me out, and it's literally killing me. So I'm giving myself a pep talk now. This is the year of no and boundaries. I have to. If I want to survive, I've got to make healthy boundaries and healthy choices, starting with putting toxic people away and establishing healthy boundaries and enforcing them and saying no. It's okay if people can't reach me all the time, all hours of the day and night. It's okay if I don't let them come over my house all the time whenever they want and sleep on my couch or use the washing machine and dryer. It's okay if I don't drive everybody everywhere or pay for all their meals all the time. It's okay, if they don't like me. Honestly, it's okay if I have to scold my dog and tell him, no, I don't want you in my clean sheets. I just changed the sheets. I'm allergic to you. You have 2 couches, 2 beds, and Donna's bed. No. I feel bad. I know you want to spend time with me, but my bed is my bed. And I can't sleep with him because he farts constantly, and especially under the sheets, and then he gets his little chihuahua hairs and they're pinchy, and I'm itchy all night, and I can't sleep, and he keeps pushing me off of my own bed, and I can't even stretch and move, and my back hurts. No, I can't sleep with him in there, but I feel bad because he's too cute to make him go in his own room. But it's like, no, come on, I need to sleep. It's not healthy for me to keep going with no sleep just because you want to cuddle with me. He's snoring, and I'm like, I gotta sleep, And so, no, sorry, doggy, no. I feel really bad saying no to him, but I gotta start saying no because I can't sleep. And he also won't eat anything. I'm making steaks for him now and everything because he won't eat dog food. Enough of this. I can't afford $8 steaks twice a week for this dog. I don't even get to eat that. It's crazy. Everybody's taking advantage of me, including my dog. I'm sick of it. Everybody mooches off of me and I don't have anything. Can people stop mooching off of me, please? Ugh. I don't mean to be a complainer or uncharitable, but you can only give so much and then you don't have anything for yourself. So I gotta start saying no and making boundaries. And that girl she's gonna have to understand. And if she doesn't understand, for whatever reason, I am sorry. God knows I'm sorry. Take it to the Lord in prayer. He'll explain to you, but I can't have you in my life anymore. I'm sorry, I tried. I've done so much for you for 8 years. I've let you stay at all my places, in my hotel rooms. I've bought you dinners. I've driven you everywhere. Come on, no more. I've spent thousands and thousands on you. No more. Okay, I let you do your laundry at my house. It's not even my house, it's Donna's, and you're breaking her new machine. You take over our refrigerator. You eat our food. Come on. Nobody should do that. You don't do that to people. I don't care how close you are to a woman. We're not that close. So that's the other thing. It's we're not that close. And she comes right in day one and just helps herself to everything. Literally, just goes through the cabinets, the drawers, right in front of you. And, oh, okay, that's where that is. Oh, okay. I'm like, hello? Why do you need to know where our stuff is? You don't go through people's stuff. Well, that's how we are down south. You guys are just northerners. Where I come from, it's called southern hospitality. I'm like, baloney. I used to live down south and nobody did that crap. In fact, you go into a southerner's house down there and pull that shit, they're going to shoot you with a shotgun and feed you to the gators. Don't give me that crap. Don't tell me, well, we treat our guests that way. No, please. Your own mother told me several times. She even locked her out of the house and changed the locks on her because she was doing that to her in her own mother's home. Taking over her mother's house, never paying rent, making a mess everywhere, never doing chores, making a ton of dishes, leaving them for her mother to clean, eating them out of house and home, filling the refrigerator with her stuff so there was no room for her parents to have stuff. By the way, she does that to Donna and I. She comes over with all these groceries that she bought and fills up our fridge so there's no room for our own stuff when we got to go shopping. Okay? Like, seriously, like, who does that? Without even asking, hey, can I put some stuff in your fridge? No, she just comes with groceries and does that. Like, what are we supposed to say at that point? No, let it all spoil? Like, and oh, hey, here's 6 loads of laundry. Do you mind if I do laundry? There's 6 huge trash bags full of laundry in my kitchen. I guess now would be the time to say no? I don't know. How can I say no now? You're here. It's all in my house. And I just got through telling her on the phone, I've got to get my own laundry done this week for Donna and I because I haven't gotten it done the past 2 weeks. So when she asked me what was I doing, I said, well, don't come over today until later because we have a lot of laundry to do. So she comes over with all her laundry. So did we get ours done? No, because Miss Princess comes over and does her laundry. When I told her specifically, I need the laundry for myself and Donna today. Today's our laundry day. So she comes over and does hers, so we didn't get ours done. Didn't even care. Didn't even bat an eye. Just starts putting it in there and says, oh, do you mind? Does it matter if I mind? Do I have a choice in my own home? I feel like I'm being invaded. So go ahead. You're going to do it anyway. So you know what? Next time, I'm going to grab the laundry and I'm going to throw it across the yard and say, nope, and get out. Like, no, I'm not even going to have to get to that point because, like I said, she ain't coming over anymore. I can't stand, I hate that I had to make a 2-hour video because I'm so upset about this. And after everything I'm going through, you all know I'm going through all these health issues. I'm sick. I'm in the hospital all the time. And I got to deal with this. And this girl knows this. And she's doing this anyway and taking advantage. I mean, how cold and calculating can you get? How evil, how unchristian, how selfish. She's got so much money, and she's got a laundromat near where she lives. She don't need to come all the way across town and come to use our house. Oh, I'm so done. So pissed off. And, I should have just said no from day one, but because I didn't, you give people an inch, they take 10 miles. So, I'm done with all this. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm not going to date anybody. I'm not getting married. If this is how it is, I'd rather be single the rest of my life. I don't need this shit. Forgive my language, guys, but I'm not dealing with this. Like, enough. I've had so many bad relationships like this. I don't need any more. And it just seems like every single time I give someone a chance, it ends up this way. So, I am done. And I got to take care of myself, because I'm going to end up dead. And these people are not going to care. They're just going to move on and mooch off of the next person as if nothing ever happened. And they're not even going to remember me. And that's how life is. And that's how people are. And you can't, you got to get rid of them. You got to. Exactly. And you know what? Sometimes these people have demons attached to them. And you wonder why you're getting sick or why things are happening in your life. Because you're in bad company. That's why, and I got to end this video, but that's why the Bible says not to hang out with people who are not Christian. Because unchristian people have demons attached to them, and they're bad, and they're going to bring their problems into your home, in your life. They attach to you, and you're giving it permission. You're giving the demons permission by allowing toxic people shouldn't be in your life into your life. So, that's it. Alright, anyway, pray for me. Gotta go. God bless.